Welcome all on YouTube. So I had hoped to get into Greenwich by 15 minutes ago. I've had some things come up back in the real world that meant that I couldn't leave until now. I have a feeling I'm going to miss the there was like a little dance performance thing that was being set up. Sorry, that sounds really condescending. A dance performance that was set up that looked like it was going to be really interesting. Enough for me to decide to want to go back into Greenwich to do a second video today. And be willing to sort of try to get over there in time, even though I'm late, just in case they're still going. But it doesn't look good. The battery hadn't completely finished recharging from this afternoon's ride. It's had, I think, about 3 hours. So I won't have quite as much range as I would normally have, and I have no idea by how much less. So yeah, that's an adventure on its own, but it shouldn't be by enough to make much of a difference. Tiny dog. Confused tiny dog. So I had a conversation with a chap the other day who was convinced that this was not a cycle path. There it says, "Considerate cycling welcome." There is officially a sign saying that this is a cycle path. He was convinced that it had to be painted blue to be considered to be a cycle lane. And the cycle lanes thing like that is only when it comes to roads that they're sometimes painted, and even then they're not always painted. Sometimes they're just a line with a picture of a bicycle in it. Hello there. Well, it's really blooming windy. And it's not the nicest afternoon. That scooter is belting it. Hacks. Yep, thoroughly hacked scooter to do that sort of speed. Looks like a lot of fun. I am a complete convert when it comes to e-scooters. And I do believe there is a definite place for them in resolving city transport issues. So I can see these cars coming from the left. Okay, the cabbie looks like he's seeing me. Ah, he's seeing the pram. So I'm going to send it straight down the hill, see if I can get there in time to catch, say, the tail end of the performance, but it's going to be so late. But I think that is a boat that has sailed. Where are all these people going? Cool. Oh, I just realised you said, can I have a ride? Actually, yeah, yes, you could have. I wasn't in a hurry. Under normal circumstances, I'd be more than happy to stop and let you and your friends have a go. So yes, there's a couple of paths down the side of this hill and people can emerge from them really quickly and without being visible in advance, get no warning. So I have to be super careful sending it down here. See people on the right there. I'm guessing I'm doing 25-ish. Yeah, looks like I've thoroughly missed it. What a shame. It sounded like it was going to be fun. I wonder if they're going to do anything else. So yes, there was this here. And they had a very large prop, which I don't see, which suggests to me that they are done, dusted and gone. Oh, no, there it is. Oh my gosh. Fantastic. There we are, over there. I'm quite far away, and I know that this camera makes things that are far away look tiny because it's a wide-angled lens. But check that out. That's awesome. Oh, that's the stuff for nightmares. Those kids are going to be having nightmares about that for months. That's fantastic, look at that. I really hope you can see that. That it shows up well enough on the camera. Ah, big dog. Check that out! Check that out! That's amazing. Looks like I made it just in the nick of time to catch something. So I don't know if it's telling a story. Oh, don't come this way. Look at that. That's awesome. Absolutely fantastic. Get my arse out of the C5 a bit. There we go. That's better.
The second part of our spectacular with 4 musical free time. However, the mastery, the videos, the big gap.
That's amazing. That's so cool. Is it in hiding behind those flags?
Wonderful. Everybody after that, thank you. My name is Johnny, and we're about to see the static show of Out of Blue. It's the story of a sea giant that has losing motivation and is looking for little girls for violence. We don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to be scared of each other? Maybe they're going to end up helping each other and be friends forever. We don't know.
So I really don't feel comfortable going any closer than this. Even getting out and going closer, I'm not filming. There's a lot of people's children there, and I don't have their permission to film their children. So from 30 to 50 meters away, I think it's probably all right. No one's identifiable or anything, but I don't want to go any closer.
Are we ready for the show, yes or no?
Oh, okay, looks like I haven't missed the show.
Are we ready? Enjoy the show. See you outside. Thank you very much.
I have no idea what's going to happen. Or what all the constant whistling is about in the distance. Please let this be original, non-copyright music. Cheers.
Have you owned it since the days of the Spectre?
I bought it about a year ago.
Okay.
So it has spent its entire life on display. First 20 years in an automotive museum down in Somerset, and then the next 17 years just as a showpiece in a showroom for someone that sold ride-on tractors. So it came up for sale last year, and I just sort of leapt at it because it's been unused.
Because it does look like a remarkably good nick for a bit of 80s clobber.
Yeah. So basically, I'm the only owner that's ever used it.
Really?
Yeah.
And it still goes. The battery still works.
So it's a new lithium-ion battery. Well, no, it's a LiFePO4 battery, but a lithium battery, which will do about 18 miles. And so I'm literally just wiring it up now to fit a second battery. So the first wiring will set it up for 12 volts, so it'll basically do about 35 to 40 miles, depending on how it works out. And then I'll also do a bit of clever wiring, fit a controller box, so it'll run as 24 volts. And then so instead of being limited to 15 miles an hour, it'll do about 25.
You're going to be able to absolutely cane it.
It's just getting up the hills mostly, and getting around the one-way system a bit more, it's a bit safer.
And then you need to get on YouTube and adventures in your C5.
They are.
Is that
C5 Live UK, you're on YouTube right now, by the way.
Am I?
Yes.
Okay.
Say hello.
Hello, YouTube. Awesome. Now I have a special. The headmaster at my school was an early adopter.
Ah, awesome.
Back in the 80s, and he was a very eccentric man. He used to drive one of these around, and he parked it in a small kennel.
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. So the only time I'd ever even seen one was at the Cambridge Museum of Computing History. Otherwise, this is the only time I'd ever seen one. Otherwise, yeah. It's
definitely a retro. It's a piece of retro beauty.
Yeah, they're very rare. They were on Top Gear last week. They had them on as a tribute because obviously Clive Sinclair passed away last year, and they did a belated tribute to him, and had a couple of them on. One of the guys from the group, they had a couple of his C5s on, and then they converted one into a bobsleigh and chucked it down the Olympic run in Norway.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And so yeah, it was quite fun to watch that.
Oh well, good luck.
Cheers, have a great afternoon. Nice to meet you guys. Okay, I missed what was happening. Get me back up to speed. What have I missed? He's not looking happy. He's looking very unwell. I think it was supposed to be some kind of a story about sustainability and the earth and stuff from what the woman said earlier this afternoon. Chap to the right taking a picture of the C5. So do you think this is the end or the end of Act 1? I'm going to go with the end of Act 1. I think I shall move on, head into Greenwich now. Whistles are back in the distance. Okie doke. Well, that was very cool. I'm going to mosey into Greenwich. I'll put credits to the dance company and the festival information in the description below. It's only fair. And yeah, just in case anyone's interested as well. Oh yeah, oops, if I turn this back on. So there's a bunch of stuff occurring over on the other side, opposite the pond. Over there, there's a whole bunch of people over there. They're the ones with the whistles, but I don't know why. They can do their thing. I'm going this way. Sorry. These guys, in fairness, have not spotted anything. Seconds, just double checking the GoPro because it's been such a knob today. Yep, sorry about that. Okay. It is, yes.
For a long time.
I know, right? So this will probably be easiest when the lights turn red eventually. Nope, in front of this bus. Send it. So I'm quite feeling the idea of getting myself a Mario hat, oh dear lord, and zooming around in Mario Kart style. That'd be quite funny. Traffic's gonna traffic, and I'm gonna sit in it. I know, right? I don't know if you could hear the guy at the side. He said, oh, Jesus Christ, it's 1980 again. This isn't exactly scintillating content. Traffic stream, traffic jam stream. Will we get to move? I know the scooters and stuff are going to get to go, but okay, I'm going to come down the side. There's not quite enough room. I just want to cut through that gap there. There's not enough space to. And you can't reverse, it'd be way too dangerous. It's quite windy and it looks dreary as hell, but it's actually really quite warm. I wouldn't go so far as to say warm, comfortable, very comfortable out. E-bike, front hub scooter, hub motor. Oh wow, they're taking passengers across, look. So I guess they're going to disembark. Let me move over and have a look from over here. Ooh. Let's go scare the shit out of all the pigeons. There we go, you can see from here. So that explains why there were so many of the clippers around. They're taking passengers across to the liner. Well, there we go. I don't know how clearly you can see that. The wide angle lens makes anything far away look tiny. I have mixed feelings about the idea of going on a cruise. I don't know if I'd just get really, really bored. Seasickness issues aside, I don't know if I'd just end up being bored. Okay, looks like where the passengers are disembarking is completely covered, so there's nothing to see anyway. There's a boat, it's next to another boat. That's it, big boat. Smaller boat. That's about it really. Okay. Can I make it around? Have I left myself enough turning distance? No. Listen to these musicians for a minute. Is it going to be like this afternoon when I came down here? I was listening to the guitarist, turned up, and he stopped. Is it going to be the same? So yes, that's the Gypsy Moth pub up ahead. The boat itself, the Gypsy Moth, used to be moored, it was sort of permanently on display just to the right of where we are now. On the path near that liner. There used to be a book boat. I just remembered there was a book boat. Wow, I'd forgotten all about that. I would have been really tiny. Really, really tiny. I think it was like a little barge that had been converted into a bookshop or something. And the Gypsy Moth was the boat that was used by, I can't remember the name of the woman. She was the first woman to sail across the Atlantic single-handedly. That sounds like they're playing a cover, which also sounds like a copy strike. So this was, I'll tell you all because there you go. So this was an early attempt at making an electric vehicle. They made them back in 1985.
Oh, wow.
And so you sort of pedal to get going and then the motor takes over.
Yeah, right.
So it's got a modern battery in it, so it'll do about 18 miles. And I can fit a second battery, which I'm in the process of doing. It'll do about 35 miles or so, yeah.
And what's the top speed?
So legally it was limited to 15 miles an hour, but you can wire up a second battery in a certain way and it'll do about 25.
Yeah, wow.
So I'll probably wire it up to do a bit of both, so I can switch between the two.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's in good nick for something.
Basically it spent its entire life on display until I bought it last year,
Yeah,
so I was the first owner to ever actually use it.
Yeah, awesome.
So it's something called the Sinclair C5, and it was a massive commercial flop.
Yeah.
But nowadays everyone's used to the idea of e-scooters and
Yeah.
e-bikes and stuff, so it's not quite as
Yeah,
crazy.
it's very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Cheers.
I was right about that being a musical cover, and yes, I was right about there's a potential danger that if the algorithm grabs that, it may or may not give me a copy strike. You never know how arsey they're going to be. So yeah, this traffic being at a standstill I think is going to work in my favour and make it a bit easier for me to get out. I'll wait till they'll stop again and make a run for it. Are they done that way? Not yet. That black one's the last one. Okay, this is my chance. Are they trying their luck and trying to jump the queue? Why are you not driving, my friend? That van up there is taking the piss, I think, so he's blocking these other guys off. Oh, go on. I reckon he's going to try and cut into the left-hand lane, and he's taking the piss trying to jump the queue. And that's why he's not just getting on with it. I could be wrong. Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Seriously, what are you doing? Okay, oh fuck this. There we go. Fuck this, always has to be done very, very carefully in this, as it can very rapidly be followed by fuck. Ah, Honest Burgers. Okay.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, yeah, of course, that's what you expect to find, someone doing a U-turn in the middle of a junction. Well, by U-turn, about a 9-point turn by the looks of it. I'll let this cabbie go first. Hello there, yes it is. I'm normally very happy to chat to people, but not when I'm on a road. Just want to get up. Whoa, that's not a good sound. Is that something to do with me or something that was on the floor? That was just something that's on the floor, nothing to do with me. It was a plastic cup. Wow, the performance is still going. I didn't expect it to still be going after this time. Didn't think they would expect young people to sit still for that long for a dance performance. Yeah, cool. Tell you what, I'm starving. I haven't eaten a thing all day. Hank Marvin. What's the time? 5 to 6. Let's go and take a slightly closer look without getting too close again. And I think I'll just head back up to the top half of the park and mosey onwards a bit. Oh, okay. What did I say time was? 5 to 6. Do you think it'll end at 6? I think perhaps it just finished. Yes, it's doing a bow.
This afternoon we had Sarah, Ollie, Cam, Frankie, and Laura featuring Echo of Sea Giants, and Yuki was performing the role of Violet. Thank you so much for coming to British Park to watch Out the Deep Blue. We are OT and Speed Drive. If you want to tag us on your pictures or videos at OT and Speed. And we have a tradition. We like to take a picture with the audience. So would you like to stand on your feet and raise your arms up in the air so we can take a group picture with our sea giant Echo?
It's a sea giant.
Alright, we're going to break the rule a little bit. You can all come onto the blue mats to get around and go. We're going to try to improve our picture each time we take one. There we go. Come around, come around. Oh wow. You guys are ready. I'm going to wave this. You can wave up if you don't care. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Thank you, British Park. You've been amazing audience. Thank you so much.
It's a shame the weather's been a bit pants this afternoon. I'm sure it would have been better for their performance. But also, this is Friday afternoon. If this was sunny AF, I reckon the park would be Ramo. But the weather's been a bit of an anticlimax, to say the least.
Stick around if you want to hear Sarah's beautiful words.
I was going to check my phone, back in 2 seconds, and I'll restart the stream. There you go, it was only a sec. Back. Okay. Oh, I can see, I wonder if you can see it. A guy on an e-scooter sending it down the hill. Absolutely sending it down there. I might just keep this quite short. Oh, here comes another one. Keep this a fairly short video and head back up to the top. Cheers. So I've discovered I can full skirt around that corner. Hiya.
Do you remember me?
I do.
I'm
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, very good. Do you want to go?
Can I?
Yeah, go on. Stay on the grass though. Stay away from the kids. Do you remember how it works?
Yeah, good. Yeah, of course I remember.
So yeah, pedal to get moving. Most important thing are the brakes. As always, don't turn too hard when it's you know, when you're moving, because it's only 3 wheels.
Should I go near her? I'll lay on the ground.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Thank
You just stay over in this area. Just basically stay off the concrete, so if anything goes wrong, it's only onto grass.
Okay.
Whoops.
Okay, I've got this.
So give it a couple of pedals, and then it's under your left thumb. Press and hold it.
Wait, why can I do it? Why can I do it?
There you go. You got this. You got this. And then under your left thumb, it's the button.
What and how to do it?
That's right. It's that. You press and hold it, but don't push it till you're moving.
There, yeah.
Yeah. Press it now. Go for it. And don't hit anyone. You can stop pedaling. Well, I've got a feeling I'm going to regret this one. Ah, she's good. You just wanted to buzz your mate.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're actually a
Oops,
legend.
take care.
Oh. See, I have to see every time I come to
I know, right?
village, every
How have you
time.
guys all been? All right?
Yeah, really good.
Nice
How have you
one. Yeah, keep myself out of trouble.
been? Good. Same.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Ta-da. Like, share, subscribe. Coincidence bumping into her again. I really hope the camera's on. Oh, what's going on here? It's quite windy. This whole area is deceptively uphill. Do we reckon we can beat the cyclist up? Yeah, I reckon we can. Really not fair. We are cheating massively. But we got this. Oh, this hill is evil. So having not eaten today, don't think I've got enough fuel in me to do the hill twice in a day. There we go. Made it. Want to check something. 2 seconds. Because that racket I had down at the bottom is maybe paranoid. Yep. Just checking the front wheel cover was still there. I couldn't think of what else it could be. I could have made the racket if it was anything to do with me, but I'm pretty sure all I did was go over a plastic cup. Hiya, how you doing? You alright?
Yeah, okay.
Good. Skirt, 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 skirt. So that's the rear brakes making the squeaks. So the traditional rear brake on this is a drum brake. The front is just a regular caliper like a bicycle, and it just grips onto the rim of the wheel, whereas the rear brake is a drum brake, and so it sort of pushes outwards against the hub. But I am going to modify it, reversibly modify it, so it doesn't involve doing anything damaging or irreversible, and fit a disc brake to it. So hopefully that'll reduce the squeaking, but it has a squeak all of its own. But they also just perform better, a bit more progressive, less given to snatching. The stock rear brake on this can lock up really easily. The front brake's just, the danger is it can melt the plastic rim thought that runner was carrying a takeaway meal then. You can tell what's on my mind. I think I need to go home and get food. Oh crap, look at the traffic I found. Oh no. I don't want to sit in that. At the same time, I don't really want to take my chances trying to cut it off either. Oh. This is so fucking dangerous. This is such a bad idea. Just let these guys go and then I'll hedge hop some more. Okay, you might be cursing me now, but you won't be cursing me when the car's blatantly let me. Oh, I can just weave through the traffic anyway. Drivers are pretty good at letting me go. Yeah, you're not cursing me now, are you? Go, 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 go. Send it. Big bus. Shitty traffic. Crap. Well, this sucks. I usually get to send it down here. Suckiness. Oh, screw the traffic lights. The right-hand brake feels weird, which is the front brake. Yeah, it feels like it's suddenly sort of catching against the metal clamp that it's in or something. I know, it just doesn't feel quite right. Fucking great big lorry behind me. On the plus side, I don't think he's going to attempt to pass me. It also means no one else can. And this sucks. Okay. Oh, it was a coach.
Is that a Sinclair C5?
It is, yes.
Wow.
Cheers. Yeah, get fucked. Normally happy to chat about it in the middle of a roundabout. Not so keen. Sorry, the get fucked was at the car that was trying to cut me up, not the chap who wanted to ask about it, which is great. Totally alright with that. But it was, yeah, the car that came belting around and trying to cut me up. Yeah, I decided that now was not the time to go down that hill. I'll go down the one in this estate here. It's quieter and safer, less deathy. There's a car behind me, but I'm not holding them up yet. If they're going slow, it's of their own choice. If they're going slowly, sorry. This bump's a fuck up. Whoop. See what I mean about locking up the rear brake really easily? Oh, there's nothing behind me. I don't need to worry too much about that. However, the dude pulling out of the side does not give a flying fuck. Thank you. Yeah, that rear wheel is getting really quite squeaky again. I don't think I'll bother repairing it because the brake disc kit is due imminently. So there's no point taking the wheel off twice. Hello, mate. I think some of the squeaky is to do with when I go around corners a bit quicker than I should and get a bit of a skirt on and drift it around the corners, that I think it's sort of loosening up the bearings. Right, here we are, my normal stopping point, end of the stream. I'll stop up here on the left where I usually do and do my usual YouTube goodbye. Thank you for coming along with me. I didn't think I'd make it in time for the performance, glad I did. Slightly shorter run than my usual ones, which is probably a good thing. They're getting a bit excessively long for YouTube. Works great for Twitch to be longer stream, but not so great for YouTube. But hey, take the view that you can always skip about and jump and just watch the bits you want to. So yes, if you make it this far into the stream and you're one of the magic few that gets to the end, let's use the secret code Sea Giant and leave Sea Giant as a message, and I'll know that you got this far. And I was C5 Live UK, and I'll see you around. Goodbye.